Hi, welcome to Plaid Lattes. I'm AJ, and in today's video we will be making quick, easy, meatless lasagna. If that's something you want to see, then do not adjust your screen. Okay, so this is once again from the retro Betty Crocker New Boys and Girls Cookbook from the 90s. It's a tried and true recipe of my childhood. I'm making a small batch today. I will put the measurements for this, well, half batch down below, but just times it by 2 if you're making a big batch. Yeah. And of course, we'll be making it gluten-free. I didn't even know that Catelli had gluten-free lasagna noodles, but they do. So I have about 1.5 cups of cottage cheese. If you're fancy, you can use ricotta, but I find cottage cheese works the exact same.
Yep.
And then
I think in this recipe it works even better because it has a little bit extra moisture.
Yeah, and it helps the noodles cook so then it's not dry at all. And then it's supposed to only be about 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan. I have about 1/3 cup. Because if you're not going to do the ricotta, you want to put the richness in there somewhere. And then I have 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and about 1 tablespoon of dried basil. I always thought it was parsley in it, but it is actually basil.
It's basil.
Yeah. But I'm like, I feel like I used parsley a lot of the time.
Is it basil or basil?
Basil. Basil.
Basil's the name, basil's a spice, an herb.
Typically, sometimes not. It just depends on your, pronunciation. And you're just gonna give that a nice little scrapey mix. It's all combined. And then take your pan. This is just an 8x8. And the first thing you're going to do is spread some sauce on the bottom. This is just the sauce that I got. It doesn't have to be a thick layer. I'll hold it up after I have it all spread.
Chip it. He wants to hop up and help you.
I know. Chip really wants to help me.
And he's manning the spray bottle.
So just a nice layer, not thick, not too much. And then you're going to put your first layer of sheets down. And 2. And always, whenever you're doing, oh, no, thank you. Never be afraid to just break up your lasagna.
Don't be a lasagna.
Don't be a lasagna. Don't forget to breathe. If you're a Doctor Who fan, feel free to leave a comment about remembering to breathe and not being a lasagna. All right, and then I'm gonna spread some of my cottage cheese mixture, about half. Save the other half.
No. Chip.
Once again, you're not going for... My cat really, really wants to help me, but he's gonna help by trying to eat all the cheese, so everyone is trying to keep him from doing so. You're not helping, Chip. Just a nice thin layer.
Trying to help.
He's really intent on it. And then a nice hearty layer of shredded mozzarella cheese.
Chip. Here, I can get him from this side.
It's a 2-woman operation of cat deterrent.
Okay, he's over there.
Sometimes I do put him away when I'm cooking. I just didn't want to because he screams. It's like, no, you can't leave me alone for 2 seconds. All right. We have our nice layer of cheese down. Sprinkle a little bit more in there. Because, of course, I made sure to grate a lot of cheese. And then our sauce. Of course, once you put the cheese down, it's a little harder to spread a layer of it. But you just want to make sure you keep enough for on top of your last layer of pasta. Oh, and by the way, I do have my oven heating to 350. I think you can actually even see that past my water bottle.
You don't have to hide under my dress.
He thinks that he does. So I guess about 3 sheets, so we still have definitely enough sheets to make a whole another batch in here, which is good. And a little extra for floor monsters. He's just gonna play with it if he catches it. The only problem with having to snap lasagna sheets is
Flying pasta.
yeah, that side is really lacking, so I'm just gonna put that with these. Chip. No, 1 moment. No. Excuse me. You do not eat lasagna. No. He eats lettuce. He's obsessed with stealing lettuce when I'm making stuff. And apparently lettuce isn't bad for him, but he doesn't need it. Alright. So about 3.5 sheets on this layer, just to make sure it's nicely done. And the rest of our cottage cheese mixture. I was gonna go grab a spatula, but it's in this drawer here. This is only here when we're filming, so I don't have to go over there to get it because it's right in front of me. Of course, whenever you're doing anything, do try to use a spatula. Then you actually get everything out instead of leaving a bowl half full of ingredients.
Don't come and hide under it. You're soggy.
Chip's hiding under my mom's dress, you know, as children do.
And he's soggy.
And then a little more cheese. Stop it. Stand. Little raptor. Hey. And then the rest of your sauce. So this is a 680 milliliter tin, which is a little over 2 cups.
And why are you making meatless lasagna?
Because we like to do a meatless Monday. So, you know, change it up from here and there. Sometimes we do seafood. Like Chip, he likes seafood, and he eats it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we do like to do Meatless Monday, just for fun. Not vegetarian, not going anytime soon, but it does gives you a reason to be more creative. I will not do vegetable lasagna ever because I had to eat really gross vegetable lasagna a few times growing up and scarred me for life. Never again. I'm sure there are great vegetable lasagnas. There's a really good creamy chicken lasagna that we've made just as a stovetop dish. Because there's actually, can't remember the name of it, but there's a pasta brand that has gluten-free, they look like tiny lasagna noodles. So I could always do that one day, because that one's good. Spread all of your cheese on top. Could probably grate a little more cheese to put on top, but just like that.
3 cheese lasagna.
3 cheese lasagna. Quick. Comes together in, despite distractions, just a few minutes. And then I will be baking it for 40 minutes. And bada bing, bada boom. We'll see you when it's done. Okay, so we do have our lasagna out. It's been cooling. You want to let
lasagna.
Don't be lasagna. You want to let it sit for at least 10 minutes. And it's nice and as it all slides. And then I'm just going to cut a tiny little bit just to see how easy the knife goes through. Yep. It's very saucy, which is not a problem. I'd rather have a more lasagna soup rather than end up with a dry lasagna.
Yes.
Dry with, like, you know, giant hunks of carrot.
Or dry pasta.
Or dry pasta. That is the thing I did forget to mention. I feel like most gluten-free lasagna sheets are, but do double check that it says no boiling required, especially if you're going to like an Italian store or any kind of specialty shop, because some of their noodles won't have that. Because over there, you know, you could take 6 hours to make lasagna because it's a really special thing. Here we're like, wham, bam, here you go. So, here we are. Our noodles are tender, but not fall apart. Give this a little taste. Worth it. Noodles are chewy, not fall aparty, which is good. Seasoning's good. It's tried and true, simple recipe. Mom's gonna come over here and try it quick. Everyone gets to try but Chip.
Chip, would you like a little taste of lasagna?
He's gonna come steal my cheese as it is. I always find sampling stuff with a wooden spoon is best, because then it doesn't conduct the heat. Tastes like childhood. See, Chip will come. Come here, baby.
You're not gonna miss the meat.
No.
I never do on this lasagna. And it always turns out perfect. So.
Yeah.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Easy peasy, extra cheesy.
It is extra cheesy.
Everyone gets some except for Chip.
And Misty.
And Misty. Well, Misty never cares. That's why you don't see her. She's not scrounging for food like little Raboon. Anywho, that's that. I will post the recipe down below, or write the recipe down below. Till next time, stay caffeinated, stay cozy.